Hello, friends and foes, fays and fiends, and welcome back to the next portion of our Keys from the Golden Vault heist. We're about to get to the part where they might heist a thing. Our very confused adventurers have all been summoned by the Golden Vault to steal a codex, a magical book that was stolen from a mage, and is apparently in this slightly creepy and vaguely decrepit mansion out in the middle of the forest. We have some folks who have worked together before, who have drawn some dividing line in the factions of who they think is competent enough to survive this heist. And for you in the chat, you can lay your bets now. But anyway, when we just left off before the break, you all were preparing to attempt to sneak into Delphi Mansion, this rich people vacation home mansion in the middle of the forest. And as you start making your way down the road, I'm gonna need stealth checks from everybody. We're gonna do this as a group stealth check, so we need to get above the average.
Oh damn! Okay.
Yes. You know, can't you bless yourself on this?
That's my guidance.
Oh
right
yeah.
If we're still taking that 17, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was in the box. I'll let you keep it. All right, so.
But look, so is my curse dice. Look what he
6.
did. That son of a...
17.
14.
15.
Do we want to do a D6 maybe on the 14?
Sure.
Where are we? What's
I got a 12.
Yeah, we'd want to do the
I feel like we
12
would want
or
to do it.
The
And
two,
I already had advantage.
the two
My
lowest
dice are
were
just not
6 and
happy.
12. I'm just
Throw it on 12.
clarifying here.
Well,
Although
we
if
have
it's an
3.
average and we're rolling on advantage,
I
Then that does-
should say that there are 6 of you rolling, and the 6th who rolled did roll a 19 plus their stealth modifier.
very sneaky.
They're being carried.
They get their own stealth modifier though. You guys suddenly notice as you're all creeping forward and you hear that like shh, 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 that suddenly it goes away, which does not seem correct. And I think that's where the 6 comes from, is Stuart, you sort of stumble into whoever's ahead of you as you turn around and see that Hyacinth has just appeared on Devin's shoulder.
All right.
Something wrong?
No, there's a rabbit on your. Mr. Hyacinth is on your shoulder.
Oh yes, he's not a rabbit. He's much, much more than that.
Right.
You sound like a maraca.
He
It's
sounded like a maraca.
Might I suggest you take the tail end?
Might I suggest we stop talking and we stop moving?
You all proceed forward
yes.
through the gates and approach Delphi Mansion. This 3-story mansion stands alone in the clearing. It has alabaster walls, windows on all 3 levels, and a closed double door on the ground floor. The area around the mansion seems unnaturally quiet.
I would think that we should find a back door. Going in the front doesn't seem like a smart idea.
Oh, according to the map, it looks like there's quite a few windows on the back side.
Don't say that word.
I just said windows, not the... I can't even pronounce that.
Don't attempt.
Did you say baklava?
Yeah, I said baklava. It's delicious. Have you had it?
I have. I used to. Yeah, growing up, that was a treat.
Where's the back entrance?
In the back.
Is there one?
Is there one? Yeah.
Did you come down here at all? Did you just hide behind a tree and pretend
We saw him. We
that
just
you
got
came
him
on
on the wall.
reconnaissance?
Can
just got on the wall?
I like look around and try to do a little bit more investigating than what my friend Stuart did?
What would you like to investigate?
I want to. I'm just gonna split off from the group and go around the back and see if there's
In
back
your head.
entrance.
No, where are you going? Don't leave.
Yeah, you can absolutely split up. You start circling around.
Can I walk to a corner so I can see everyone at the same time?
I mean, as long as nobody goes around the other corner, sure. Yeah, you head to the corner. Are you going right or left? Just for my own brain.
Where did we came up the
You
front,
have
right?
walked up to the double doors that are in the like dead center. Here, I have a second copy of that map. That's the one that
I will prestidigitation
detailed.
this.
Aha! Look! Suddenly, there's a second copy.
Okay, I
Or
think...
if you want to, one for each side of the table, either way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna go around the right.
Yeah, you head
As
around.
I go, I want to crouch low so that I'm not seen through the windows, and I want to kind of peek into the windows as I go.
Oh, that's hard for me to do. In
Yeah,
this one.
you start crouching and peeking into windows as you go along. As you are going to the right, you pass by a couple of windows, and as you sort of like pop up and look, you see that this is a hallway lined with large paintings. And you see that on some of the paintings, the faces have been scratched out. Yeah, so that's those as you first cross along the southern face of the first floor. As you turn along the corner, and you are now headed from south to north on the east side of the
Is
house.
that out of my view?
Have you walked to the corner?
I walked to the corner so I could try and.
Then you are at the corner as as they are continuing up. As you continue along, there is another window that kind of pops up into this hallway. More paintings. And then the second window that you encounter shows you a large dining table and several deer heads mounted on the walls.
Are their faces scratched off too?
No.
I wouldn't know this, but I'm just asking for.
No, some of them are better taxidermied than others.
Some of them eyes shooting off in different directions.
Many generations of deer hunting. Some people just had better resources than others, clearly. As you continue along, there's a huge stretch that doesn't seem to have a window. And then you get up to the corner. You look down along the north side of the house, which would be the back. And you see that about halfway down, there are 2 more windows.
Okay, I think I'm gonna pause at that
Sloan, don't go.
corner
Don't go.
and not go around the corner.
In your head, you hear.
And I'm going to message Devin and say what I saw. Okay, so on the front there's a hallway and there's paintings and the faces are scratched out, and then there's a dining room with a whole bunch of like deer heads, and they're really weird and
Do you see a way in?
It looks a little creepy.
Do you see a way in?
I mean, other than the windows, not yet.
Keep your
I'm gonna go
volume
around.
up.
I'm gonna go around the corner, okay?
I won't be able to see you.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
I'm glancing back.
I'm gonna go around
Sloan's
the
going
corner.
around the corner. Sloan went around the corner.
Yeah.
I can't see Sloan anymore.
You head down the corner, you head and about essentially splitting the halfway point. You see 2 windows. You approach the first one, you peek in. There is a bedroom.
And that was all in your heads, just so you. Your characters probably weren't aware of that up until now.
Okay.
And then as you continue along and you pop up and you peek into the next room, there is a mirror image identical bedroom.
Okay. Anything hinky about these bedrooms?
Not that you can tell.
Anybody in them?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna loop. What the hell? I'm gonna loop around the other side of the house to go to the front.
You're poking your head through like above the windowsill to
Yeah,
look
just
in,
sort of like.
and you don't see anybody.
Apparently not.
You continue around. As you approach the northwest corner, instead of being a perfect square, there is a rounded off kind of tower section. You look at this and go, aha, there's probably a spiral staircase or something in there. You know, that seems normal. Continue looping around to a section that I have to see if it's appropriately labeled. Sure enough, you get to the first window as you were descending, and you kind of peek in and you see a big large antechamber that kind of has nothing in it, looks a little dusty, and there's a spiral staircase that you can kind of see out of the corner of your eye. And then as you continue back down, Oh, good lord.
Sorry.
No, it's just the numbering. I have to make sure I'm doing it in the right order. The next window you come to, you see a sitting room that is decorated with really kind of grim and gruesome looking paintings, just very like stern, stoic, slightly emaciated looking humans where you're like, why would you paint a portrait when you're in this, like, this does not seem inviting. Why would you display these? And all of the furniture has been removed except for a large rug in the middle of the floor and a sword mounted to the wall.
A sword, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Intriguing.
But yeah, there's a sword and a rug and nothing else. And then the last set of windows that you come to and peek through is absolutely empty. Just fully stripped bare. The only reason you can tell is because the doors, like the door into this room is open, letting light in from the hallway. There are no lights on in this last room.
Okay.
Which would be the room in the west corner, as you are circling back around to the front.
Okay. I will approach the party from...
Yeah, you're coming out
Yeah.
to the other side of the party. So you're now...
Are they all looking the
I'm
opposite
still
direction?
looking the other direction too, so I don't.
Stuart is actually studying the front of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as Sloan comes around, we'll actually pop up four small dancing lights.
Yeah.
And he's looking for traps on the door.
Okay, give me that investigation check.
Oh, finally, 26.
Nice.
26.
24, sorry.
For anybody.
The door is a door. Does not appear to be trapped. Doesn't even appear to be locked.
What did you find on your journey?
All right. So you go in. There's lots of creepy paintings with the faces scratched off in the front foyer, and then on the right side you get a dining room with weird, creepy deer heads. I guess. I don't know. On the left, completely empty room. Right? Is that right? Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Moving from the left all the way back around, there is a room with weird portraits, like emaciated people, like they were really sick and someone thought, oh yeah, that's great, I'm just gonna, paint a portrait of them as they're dying, just so I have their memory. It's like, why? And a rug and a sword, and that's it. Just that. Empty room, spiral staircase, that's the next one. 2 identical bedrooms in the back, a whole slew of wall with no windows whatsoever. And that's it.
Did there appear to be any entrance to beneath the home?
Not that I saw. And I also didn't see anybody inside.
Okay.
The paintings that were scratched off, if there was a creature with hooks for hands, do you think that might be something that they would do?
I mean, probably.
Well,
But also, any creature could have done that.
we know that 4 of, I guess, compatriots died here. There's nothing currently on the bottom floor, and this front door is locked. Bad vibes all around.
Who's to say what you're seeing is actually what's inside? I mean, if this
Yeah.
thing changes, it could all be an illusion.
Yeah, I guess the only way to find out is to go inside.
Don't touch anything.
There's a rug and a sword in a room.
I'm gonna turn around and message. Not message. I'm gonna tell someone
Totally
that Sloan
normal.
hasn't come back yet. It'll be you, and you hear Sloan hasn't come back. Oh. And then Devin will start to return.
So he says, "Don't touch anything," and then you see just kind of like a defeated eye roll, sigh, pass on his face. The other one approaches.
Oh, hi!
On the way, can I check if any of the windows are like completely closed?
Sure. Give me either a perception or an investigation.
Perception 2.
Uh,
Should be a 9.
Yeah. Even with a 9, all the windows are closed.
Yeah. Just figure out, could got lucky.
I mean, at least it seems like all the cards are on the table. The fact that the Tabaxi didn't tell us that they couldn't swim was a really glaring oversight. So I think at least we know what we're dealing with here.
All right.
We're not gonna have to swim, right?
Devin, can you not swim?
Well, not in this.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least we
goal.
know to avoid water.
Are they home or are they clustered in one place? I'm asking because if we take the codex, they're probably not going to let us just walk out with it.
We'll have to run.
So evasion and stealth it is, or should we kill everyone inside?
I think it's gonna have to be some combination of the both.
I say if we can kill them, we do it in the least loud manner as we can.
I agree with that.
But if we don't see anything, we just avoid being seen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, who wants to go in first?
Looks around, Tomalak looks around and
Fine.
and he peers through the door and he uses the cane, which you would probably notice he's not relying on as much, and he's probably a lot more light-footed than he lets on. And it's kind of more of a walking stick now to sort of like pry as he goes forward slightly.
Yeah.
And then Minwoo's gonna like press up on the side as it's slowly cracking open and just draw an arrow and just aim it down as the shaft of light slowly starts to open.
Yep. Yeah. Tamalak, you start to pull the door slowly open and with the ready, and you see the door slowly but surely opens. A sickly sweet scent hangs in the air of this dusty foyer. 2 staircases rise from the hardwood floor to a balcony, and a glass chandelier hangs above the center of the room. Below the chandelier, the pelt of an owlbear has been made into a fine rug, its head staring at the entrance.
Oh no.
He holds, and is the floor creaking or anything?
No.
He's sort of attempting to clear corners of the rooms that he passes while prying for traps in the wall, on the floor. He's-
Tapping, touching.
Yeah, just lightly
checking,
touching and adding pressure. Moving forward, I think he stops in the middle of the hallway and holds his hand up as kind of like a now where.
And as you see, as you approach, to clarify off of your images, essentially there's this chandelier, there's this rug, there's a chandelier, and then splitting to the sides, there are these 2 staircases that lead up. So essentially you would have that grand overlook balcony where somebody could stand and be like, "Welcome, guests!" That is not what happens. It is empty and quiet here, very still, kind of musty, very eerie.
Where's the owlbear in the...
It's like dead center of the hallway under the crystal chandelier.
I have not approached it yet.
Okay.
So we either go up or we go down. So we need to find out which way that is.
I would like to cast.
But currently your only option is up. You do not have a down at the moment.
Yes.
That is visible. I'm just clarifying.
I would like to cast Detect Magic from the Ring of Spell Storing.
If I put my ear to the ground, do I hear like chanting coming from below?
Give me a perception check for
That-
shits and giggles.
There's got to be someone somewhere, and they're supposedly there's bad
and,
information that we have. 14.
14.
May I hop in on a 19?
Yeah. And Sloan, remind me what the range is on Detect Magic. You would think I would know this. This was like a
30
signature move. Thank you.
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Just checking. This is actually one of the best maps in the book, in my opinion, because everything seems like proportionately viable for the most part. A little cramped, but not as bad as the museum. Okay. 14, 19, Detect Magic. Great. I have to flip a bunch of pages. I apologize. Everybody enjoy counting the gray hairs.
That's okay. I'll flavor my detect magic while you do
Go
that.
for it.
So, out of their one of the many pockets, Sloan will grab. Oh my gosh, the word is leaving me, but it's one of those lenses that jewelers clip onto their glasses, and it has kind of like a pinkish hue to it, and they clip it to their glasses and put it in front of their glasses, and it kind of shimmers, and that's how they see detect magic.
Beautiful. I do love that.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Minwoo is just, as we're all slowly entering, is just pressing along the walls on the side, bow still drawn, and then not trying to lean on any of the walls, but just keeping eyes out, ears open, and just just doing a constant cursory glance, not any heart focus on anywhere.
Cool. Devin, you press yourself against the floor and hear mostly the subtle but present vibrations of your fellows slowly moving across the floorboards. Minwoo, you also press your ear up to the floor, and you're getting that same thing, but something beyond that is just a little too rhythmic to be footsteps. You sort of watch as Sloan is kind of moving with their detect magic, and you see that the stop-start of their movements is not, it's too erratic. And what you're hearing is this very consistent, just subtle, but it's something. And it is in rhythm.
And yeah, with knowing that, he's going to get up on knees, try and make eye contact with folks, and start pointing downwards as to indicate. And I guess I'll whisper it also. It's there's a deeper humming sound down below.
Devin's gonna try extra hard to
What was your roll?
14.
What was yours?
19.
Stuart's looking at the map. There's a room here without any doors. So he looks at the wall that's to his right on there and just is gonna look for. Well, there's also a door into that dining room, which appears to be the way towards the basement. But he's gonna look for secret doors in on that wall.
Well, if people are downstairs, do we want to go upstairs?
Well, according to the dubious notes, we do have Marcus doing rituals on the 3rd floor, but we also have basement with arcane-looking thing.
Okay.
We ascend. I'd much rather jump out a window than be trapped in a basement.
Yeah, I think perhaps we clear from upstairs to downstairs.
Okay.
You have your detect magic on. I'm presuming that you're just kind of circling the edges, kind of picking up as much as you can.
Yeah.
You don't get anything in this room proper. As you pass by, making sure that I say all of this right. As you pass by so the room that is immediately to the left as you come in the doors, that room that is in the southwest corner, was the fully empty room. And you know that next to that is the room that has the rug and the sword. There's no door into it from this hallway, but you know. As you pass by. As you sort of pass along the wall next to that, you get like a hint of maybe transmutation. It's a little bit unsettling. And as you continue circling along, as you get to the other wall, the wall that is to the right of the door on the would be the eastern side, you don't get any direct school of magic. But you get that weird little wiggity arcane vibe of something. It could be, and it could be that there's a creature. It could be that somebody's just spent a lot of time doing things with magic in there, but nothing that is latching onto a specific spell.
Sorry, which room was that?
That's kind of along that eastern wall, right before you get to
Okay.
the door that is leads into the hallway with the creepy scratched out portraits.
Okay.
The room with no door on the map.
Essentially, yes. Well, no, not essentially. Actually, yes. You
I see.
clocked that and would have
Thought
called
it's
it
a
out. So
hallway.
yeah. You are hunting. You give me an investigation check if you didn't already. I apologize. So many rooms in this mansion, y'all.
10.
10.
Do it.
Yeah.
Bits.
Oh,
bits.
so
Aw,
close.
man.
At least it didn't land in
Thank
the
you for the
glass.
bits.
Nice.
Thank you for the bits.
14.
14. You do not find any secret doors or passages in this hallway.
All right.
All right, do we head up or do we look more for this?
Unless somebody's getting a hit of something, I say we head up.
Okay.
It's a little hinky in that room over there. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of sour and...
Sulfur and lavender.
No, not quite sulfur and lavender. It's like sour milk.
Yum.
Right over there. Yum?
No.
Oh, that was sarcasm. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
We're still learning each other, so I didn't know.
Shower cream is very good.
That's not what. Anyhow.
Milk is its best at month 4.
I'm gonna start heading up
My
the
con could
stairs.
not survive.
You said transmutation from the other.
Yeah, like
side?
like a whiff of transmutation. Yeah.
Just going to light step it up the eastern staircase up to the balcony of the second floor.
Yeah. Once you hop up onto the balcony, you see that directly center, like in the same line as the front doors, there's a set of double doors. And then as you look down either side of this kind of balcony overlook, toward the front of the house, you see one door on the left-hand side and one door on the right-hand side. Or one door on the east and one door on the west.
And listen for clamoring that is not ours. Anything up here?
Perception check.
I would also like to listen.
Yeah, go for it.
Shit, that's in the goddamn thing.
No.
No?
No,
I don't think
that's-
so either.
That's not on the like pad.
I agree.
I wasn't even looking, so I'm gonna leave it to y'all to adjudicate that.
Not much better. 14. Well, a lot better, but
Okay.
Not as much as you.
24.
yeah.
24 and a 14. Great. Let me...
It's a dungeon crawl.
It really, truly is. You're on the second floor, you're on the second floor. You're on the second floor. Tamalak, you get up here, you kind of stop, you listen. You're not really catching anything in particular. Devin, you get up here, you stop, you listen, you really listen. And you hear just the faintest, rhythm changes of when somebody is talking in a very distant room.
Can I gauge approximately
Up.
above us?
Yeah.
And oh, something above us.
Did you say that out loud or is it
No,
in
in
my
your head. You're the only one that hears that.
Any gestures for you to lead the way?
He will
He
take
puts
those
his
steps.
he puts his hand on your shoulder as he sees your trepidation. He goes, point.
As he asks you that, you suddenly realize there's two sets of voices. One's coming from up. One is coming from on this floor. Deeper in, deeper north.
I point twice.
He shrugs and then he follows your finger to the something on this level.
He's pointing toward the double doors.
If there's any
Straight
kind
ahead.
of confusion, you hear two voices.
Okay. double doors straight ahead or on one of the wings?
So basically, essentially the staircases come up the two sides and then meet in the middle on this balcony. So it's these double doors that are dead center at the back of this balcony that
Got
lead
it.
deeper into the rest of the second floor.
Yep.
It's just really an exercise in trying to describe this in a way that makes sense. Thank you all for bearing with us.
So he gestures at the door. He says 2. And he's like, whoever's coming up is coming up.
Yeah.
You see Stuart's there with a rapier in one hand, dagger in the other.
Devin will go for one of his rapiers, realize it's still buckled, and then, like, unbuckle it and take it out.
He snaps the cane in two and unsheathes a longsword from the cane. As he's leaning against the door.
Hyacinth kind of like nudges you a little bit, nods his head up, and disappears.
No!
Placing the bow.
Safety bunny!
I place the bow back, put an arrow back in the quiver, and then pull out the trident and gets ready to make the charge.
Right, we're going through these double doors? How we doing it?
Sloan kind of
Am I,
taps the
am I
opal.
open? Yeah, I'm going ahead of you, so I'm gonna open.
He gestures for himself. And then he's in his head. He goes, "Overwhelming force, ruthless efficiency."
And you.
That's all he says to you. That's all he says.
What are
to
you?
Because he's like backed against the door, and you see him slowly, like the old man turns into a scowl as the cane sword comes out to a long sword, sort of unsheathed. And that's all he says, overwhelming force, ruthless efficiency.
Are you thinking that or saying that?
I'm thinking that to you because I know you can hear me.
Devin is just kind of.
He's staring
doing
you in the face very resolutely because he thinks that you hear him.
Devin is kind of doing like charades with like, you're doing this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna. I'm following you, you're following me.
Because he thinks that you understand him, he's like.
Okay, so whatever the last thing that Devin thought and got the nod from, that's what he thinks.
And then he looks at Minju and does the same thing.
Gives the nod, and having done the job, it's just like squares the shoulders, gets ready to rush in.
Opens the door slowly, and as soon as he hears the first noise of a skreak or anything, he pounces on what he sees in the room.
You slowly open these doors. Framed portraits and alabaster busts of members of the Delphi family decorate the walls and corners of this room with facial expressions ranging from proud to downright haughty. 4 cushioned chairs surround a table in the center of the room, on which is displayed an ivory dragon chess set. There is no one in this room.
And he opens the door the full way and steps to the side and lets everyone else look in.
Everybody, as you step in, go ahead and make me perception checks.
Anything.
With your detective.
What is up?
No, but I want you to add your proficiency bonus to yours.
Do my perception check?
Yes.
Okay.
What? 12.
12.
9.
11.
11.
11.
11.
10.
10.
It's quiet now.
Y'all doing great.
Put it on the
Now
12?
that you're all, you wanna
Yeah,
bet?
let's put it on the 12. Let's put it on the 12.
Yeah.
I almost got that in my sleeve.
Hoo-ha!
Oh.
Oh, that was good too.
That was good. That's gonna be 14.
Okay.
Damn, that was really good.
Nice catch.
Nice catch though. We'll make it a 15 because that good catch. As you stand and everybody like has that like oh, as there's no one in here, you all settle for a moment and you do pick up again that like just very soft sound of voices. It seems to be coming from oh god, let me flip back and make sure I'm saying this right. Yep. As you first enter this room, looking up and to your left, you see another door that is closed. Seems to be coming from there. Sloan, even with your 10, the thing that catches your eye is that that ivory dragon chest set easily worth 150 gold. And as you kind of glance around the room, you see some of these busts and like the frames on some of these portraits. These also look like they would be very valuable.
I think so. My thought is Sloan was futzing with their gauntlet as they were walking up the stairs, and it was just electrocuting them, and they like stumble into the room, and they're like,
Yeah. As everyone else just has all these like weapons.
Can you just like lower the briefcase over the set? And
I'm gonna try.
So Tomalak hardens up his mannerisms, and he like focuses on the door, and he points to his ear, and he.
Is it this door?
It's the door
Or
connected to the
this one?
stairs, right?
Second floor.
Yeah,
the one
not
right
the
up.
one connected to.
So we're in here.
Yeah, the door to the left.
So is it?
the back? So there's
Yeah.
a door connected to the stairs, and then there's a
It
back
is
room.
not the one connected to the
Okay.
stairs. It is the one that leads straight back.
Okay.
Or more straight back.
So he does the whole dance again. He's kind of making sure
He
everyone.
like realigns. Sloan, are you gonna
I want to see if the dragon chest set is trapped.
give me a quick investigation check.
I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, I'm
Sloan
focused on
can't
what's
help
in
it.
Yeah,
front. So I'm not even
Tomalak
paying
goes one
attention.
way, Minwoo goes the other way.
Tomalak has his back to the door he's about to breach, and he looks up and he sees
Dirty 20.
this one
Oh.
eyeing the chest.
You very rapidly just go, oh yeah, no, this is fine. And with a dirty 20, yeah, you
Shove
just straight
it
up just like
into the
like,
briefcase.
just and just
Huh?
His jaw is firm and ready for a fight. Otherwise, it would be slapped. It's like a very.
I just like with one hand, just like do this on my head, making like cat ears, and I'm looking over at Sloan, and I'm like,
Devin's oblivious. He's
we-
focused on what's in front.
Yep.
I think then Sloan figures out what's happening and then kind of straightens up and
He gives you an angry like. Teacher on a class trip, be on your best behavior.
I love it.
all right.
And he does the slow breach again.
I love how it's such a rev up, like we're gonna charge, and then it's just.
There's
So
that
if there-
Which is
is there-
great, yeah.
No, is there a noise? Because if there
No.
is a noise,
No,
then
there is.
you take it.
Well, no, there is no noise on the door.
just the sound of my heart beating in my ears.
So as soon as I open, do I like? There's no noise, no need for.
You all are immediately hit as you like crack the door open with just this whiff of like chemicals and experimentation.
Do I see? So hit with that whiff, I throw the door open without slamming it.
Yeah.
Do I see anybody?
Yeah.
I beeline towards that person.
This room reeks of chemicals. A long table with various vials and compounds occupies the center of the room, and at the table, two cloaked figures oversee various alchemical experiments.
Free robes.
Rush for it, and
I use the back part. This is, yeah.
we need only one of them, so I go for
I
the
feel
other.
like we take them by surprise.
If you want us to roll stealth, we will,
Feel
but
like we take them by.
I mean, I will telepathically
I
say
roll-
I'm sorry as I stab one.
I rolled mid on their perception, so go ahead and give me a stealth check to see if you beat it.
Okay.
Do all right.
13.
Oof.
I'm gonna let them do it because they're the ones opening the door.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna follow their lead.
good roll.
I'm
Yeah.
not moving until they
That's a
move.
10.
10.
13.
13. It's what it is it's not even the sound, because your throw open of the door is very controlled. It's the breeze. It's that sudden like that you open it and there's that waft, and you see one of them looks up and goes, huh? So I do need everyone to roll initiative.
All right.
Charging in!
This is the first actual fight we've had in this campaign. 5 episodes, y'all.
I don't know how to fight.
It's a heist. It's fine. It's not supposed to be intense.
This is.
I should have held an action.
You got 2 fighters on here. We'll just charge in, start stabbing things.
I felt like saying the first thing I see, I just fucking call off on.
I mean, it's not the worst way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna just have them operate on the same initiative for my own sanity. So,
We haven't introduced that mechanic yet.
we haven't yet. 25 to 20.
20.
Oh, nice.
Convenient that I had these ready to go. 20 to 15.
15.
I'm gonna laugh.
Nice.
We don't have to change the order at
Dude,
all.
you might not.
11.
11.
12.
10.
Hey!
That I both love and hate that so much. I love that for me. I hate that for all of you. I mean, not really. They're at the end. They do look. So you kind of still get a surprise round.
How many of them?
There are 2.
All right.
One mask, one femme. The only reason you can tell, because they're both just wearing these like long purple robes, the only reason you can tell is that look up and one of them has more of a beard. But it's like it's like a flavor saver bad, like whatever. They just look up and they're like, huh, what? All right, Devin, you get the first action.
Does one of them have their back turned?
No, they have
They're
both
both
looked
facing?
up. Picture
Okay, no,
Like the
it's
cartoon where like the wall drops and the good guys and the bad guys are on both sides. Like,
it is 100% like they're on like I'm trying to look at the orientation, like they're on there's like this long table, they're kind of standing on a corner and they both just look up like "Mrr," and
No,
so
he's just running up and trying to stab them
okay.
with a sword. He's freaking out a little bit, which is why he jumped the gun. He did.
Yeah, sure. No, he's trying to do a good thing.
No, he's doing it. No, he does not feel he's doing a good thing. 21.
He's trying to do a thing. We'll call it that. Okay. Yep, that's gonna
You allow that?
yeah.
Okay. And then 10 slide in rapier damage.
Oh yeah.
And he does I'm sorry in their head.
I'm gonna let you pick. Are you hitting the mask one or the femme one? Just
Whichever one's close.
I'm
he's
letting
not
you pick to
thinking.
determine who's closest. Stop making me make all the decisions. I've had to make every decision so far tonight.
Odds or evens? Which one's first?
Odds.
Even.
Okay. You hit the femme one.
Okay.
She's the closer one. Cool. Great. 10 damage. Ow. Yeah, you slash her and she looks very startled. Sloan, that is you with Minwoo on deck.
Sloan puts their hand forward and launches a slice of opal from their hand. And then out of the opal, these like prongs kind of go tink. And they are going to use their infiltrator armor lightning launcher.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
The mask one.
Okay.
The one with the flavor saver.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
That is more than a 20.
That will hit.
Cool. Awesome. 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah, so the opal goes towards them and goes chink, and then it attaches to them
Okay.
and shocks the shit out of them.
He does the full cartoon like
And it stays attached to them.
yeah. No, he's just vibrating and looking, again, very startled. That brings us to Minwoo with Stuart on deck.
Yeah, Minwoo's going to charge forward, get into a position that's between the both of them,
Yeah, you can absolutely loop around and just...
and then striking as he runs forward, getting closer to our bearded friend, will just quickly whip back and with the 3 prongs of the trident stab backwards on the femme presenting cultist for
They have names, but you haven't asked them, so this is what...
yes, 15.
15 will hit.
Yes, I was.
They're wearing robes. I don't know what to tell you guys.
They could be monks. One of them could be a monk.
Just stabbing Tracy in the back right now.
There we go.
Tracy.
For 5 damage.
Okay.
And as I pull back, I aim towards Kevin.
Great.
Tracy and Kevin.
Delightful.
Could have been Dick.
Oh, could have been Margaret and Tracy.
Margaret!
Gonna make you guys rifle their bodies for ID later and learn their real names. Or not. Stuart, that is your turn with time lock on.
Whoever looks closest to death, he's going to go in. And
The-
also has a companion next to it.
Yeah, the more femme one looks a little more hurt.
Tracy.
Tracy looks a little more hurt. She also, you now see her hood has slid back, and you see she's got a really bad asymmetric bob.
Oh, that's a crime against hair. You gotta
So
kill
he's
that.
okay. So yeah, so he's gonna roll in with his rapier. Oh my god, this die is awful.
Maybe I should be rolling with that one.
It's my murder die. It's a 9 to hit.
It's
Do we
supposed
got
to
any
do a
more
murder.
bits?
We got, I think, one more somewhere.
It's in that bucket. Do we want to use it?
I mean, on Vermin Mill cultists,
No,
it's
no,
hard to
I've-
tell because we
they're
do
wearing
want
robes.
to finish them off really quickly, but also cultists.
I have an
They're-
offhand attack,
Yeah, just
so
kill them with that.
and I'll use my offhand
Yeah,
dagger.
we're really good there. and
9 will not hit, although you got him kind of close.
Yeah.
So,
15 to
will hit.
Okay,
it'll
so
hit.
that's on the yeah, it's same person.
Tracy!
Tracy.
Tracy!
So that's a D4 for 2 points of damage, but I'm sneak attacking.
Yeah, you are.
And my sneak attack is at 1d6 or 2d6?
At level 3, I think it's
I'm level 2.
Oh, level 2, yeah. 1.
1d6.
Nice.
6 points of damage, so 8 total.
Guy, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you just sink it into Tracy. Temlek, that is your turn.
How does Tracy look?
Tracy looks pretty bad. Definitely has a nosebleed and also all of the other bleeding from the stabs she has taken.
Watching, feeling enthused by everybody rushing past him to engage in combat. He quickly follows suit, slashing, coming across and slashing down on Tracy. Yeah, with the longsword.
Okay.
Are you fucking joking? So that's an 11.
An 11 does not hit.
D5.
Again, real close. But at the last second, she sort of just is like, "Ugh," and like leans back a little bit. Manages to.
All right.
I forgot that. I'm sorry.
So I've moved closer. I've used my action. Without connecting. That's it. That's my turn. I guess I'm the last one in Tracy's face.
Yeah, stand there and be all up in her business.
Yeah.
I forgot that Theo can act immediately after me.
Yeah. Go ahead and take that now.
Okay.
And then we'll just
Cool. So
get
Theo
him in.
will bite Tracy, I guess.
Sure.
He'll like slither down off of Stuart's leg.
We've also received 500 bits to try to wreck these cultists.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you.
Table.
Uh,
Thank you, Duke Fleek.
Thank you, sir.
13 on Tracy?
13 will exactly hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Finds
so
that
that's-
chink in the leather bustier she's wearing in her robe.
That is 5 force damage.
Golly, Tracy looks like she could keel over it almost any second. She's looking rough. But it is now Tracy and Kevin's turn, as we have dubbed them. So let me actually double check what they've got. Okay, great. This is a nightmare for them. Tracy, seeing that she is in a great deal of trouble, you see, like, kind of twists her hand together and flings out, and this large spectral, like, morning star looking thing appears in the air and is going to take a swipe at, let me see, who
I'm so sorry.
the
In her head.
she's looking around to try to figure out who's talking in her head, but I think because you are right next to her, she's going to take a swing at you with that. What is your AC?
14.
14. That is not gonna hit. This big spectral morning star like swings at you and just whiffs right by.
Nice.
You sort of just dodge back. You pop back up, and your slightly shaggy hair falls, but in a much cooler way than it was before.
It's got the Jackie Chan effect where it just like whips back into place.
Yeah, she looks a little panicked, and so then she is gonna just snap her fingers, and you see a bunch of lights pop on in the room. It was very dark in here before, and now it is much more light.
And she heals 8 because I accidentally can't actually do 2-weapon fighting. So I did not hit with my dagger because I don't have. I thought I had the feat.
Multi-class.
I thought I had the feat that allowed me to use my rapier and a dagger, and I don't.
Oh no.
She doesn't. So she doesn't heal 8. She just heals the.
It was 8 total.
Oh, you're right. Okay. She suddenly feels much better. Weirdly enough.
With the
Checks
light
one of those
on.
holes, and it's just like, oh, didn't break the skin.
And Stuart looks way more incompetent than he did just a second ago.
She looks down and realizes that one of the spots that she thought was blood was actually that Stuart's dagger pierced open the bag that had her peanut butter and jelly sandwich in her pocket. It's just
Peanut butter and jelly everywhere.
Strawberry everywhere.
yeah. Okay, great.
I can't eat my peanut
Anyway,
butter jelly.
but for the fun of it, I think it's much funnier if she doesn't realize that until the end of her turn. So that has been her turn. There is now this spectral morning star hanging above your heads. Kevin is going to whip out his daggers, and he is going to turn toward the big scary half-orc and take 2 swings at you, and just, I'm not even going to ask what your AC is because he absolutely beefed it. You have higher than a 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he absolutely beefs it. He's just like, huh, huh, definitely learned this from YouTube, thought it was going to make him look cool, does not actually work. That's their turn.
Excellent.
That was depressing for me. And now that brings us back around to Devin.
Just apologizing profusely. Yeah, that's a 23.
And is absolutely going to hit. You hit Devin crazy.
And now he gets his sneak attack.
Yep.
Okay, so that's only 7. No, that's 9 damage.
To who?
Kevin
to
or Tracy.
Tracy. Kevin
9?
Or Tracy.
Which one?
Now she looks actually like she's not having a good day. And that's going to bring us to Sloan with Minwoo on deck.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna thrust my hand forward, and another slice of opal moves, like, flies toward Kevin.
Okay?
What is it? Plus 5. Okay, so that's not great. That's an 11.
Does not hit. You're just a little wide, and it shoots past him, sticks into the wall.
Fuck! God damn it! And it kind of like electrocutes the wall a little bit.
And I guess then Theo's gonna go again.
Yeah.
And bite Tracy
Yeah.
to bring up his stat.
Death by a mechanical snake.
Yeah, just like.
The fortune teller was accurate. No.
Maybe he's not vegan.
Oh.
That's a natural 1.
Oof.
This time he aims bad. He's trying to go for the same spot, and he just gets the side of this leather bustier, and he's just like, and then thing like snakes like hit something, and they're kind of gumming it a little bit. He just like looks at you.
Little guy!
It doesn't quite work. She looks a little panicked.
I would just love if it was towards the face and she's holding it away, so she's doing the clap, 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 clap.
No.
And I'm definitely standing outside of the room. I have not entered the room
Yeah,
at
you're,
all.
like, in the doorway.
I'm like fucking with the gauntlet, trying to get it to work again.
Why is this not doing the thing?
In Tomaluk's mind, you're like looting the room.
Yeah, after dodging the Morning Star and seeing her keel over, he's just going to whip around with the knot prong and smack Tracy over the head, non-lethal, for a 21 for full damage.
4 damage was exactly what you needed, as you.
Oh,
just,
full damage, so
full damage.
8 something plus blow.
yeah, it's even better. You declared non-lethal, but yeah, you just turn around and you're just like, oh yeah, no, you just pop her on the back of the neck, she just like, and slumps over onto the table. Let's just roll a luck roll and see if she knocks over any glasses in the process. She does not.
Cool.
Just for
Whips
funsies.
back around with the momentum, brings the trident up, points it right at his throat for Kevin.
Cool. Yeah, he's having a bad day.
Does Kevin have a weapon in his hand?
He is holding 2 daggers. But he's holding them in the backwards way that is less effective or efficient.
I saw them. They
That is
like
debatable.
easily.
He's trying to look so cool. He's not.
There's no reason for you to die today. What? There's no reason for you to die
I was
today.
gonna say,
There's no
okay.
reason for you to die today.
I didn't even pull the Jensen's card for you all. He looks, persuasion check. With advantage, because he just watched his partner get absolutely wrecked.
19.
19. He looks, kind of assesses, and he just sort of ting, 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 as the daggers fall to the floor.
Medicine check on Tracy.
Sure.
Just try to stabilize.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Nat 20.
Yeah. She is unconscious but fine. Do you want her to wake up? With a nat 20, I will. If you want her to wake up.
No, I just don't want to be a murderer.
No, she's not dead. She's just very unconscious.
Tamalak sees you go to check on her to see that she's still breathing, and he thinks you're about to heal her, and he grabs your arm. We only need one of them.
No, I'm not. No. And he'll pull away and try to plug up the wound.
Fine. And he rips out a tunic, and it looks like it's going to mend
Grab a
or hold
pillow
some of
and-
her wounds, and it's one's to bind her, and the other one is to muzzle her.
Yep. Our other guy is just standing here with his hands up and not saying, just kind of waiting for instructions. There's a lot of heavily armed people here.
We're here for the codex.
Hi, friend.
Hey, yeah? Hi.
Know anything about a codex?
I mean, there's a lot of books in this place. Are you looking for a specific one? There's a lot of codexes is like, it's kind of just another word for book around here.
If we gets in the face, if we were going to be looking for the codex, where would it be?
I'm truly not trying to be difficult. I would really not like to die here today, but I'm just saying, like, the master has a lot of books that he refers to as codexes. So that's a little. Can you give me any more information about like what it's supposed to do or where it came from?
The what?
How about
Minju
his-
has seen this before, and he kind of takes him by the hair and says, "This one is playing games."
Really not.
I wouldn't recommend playing games with my buddy here.
I'm really
'cause-
bad at games. I don't even play chess or anything.
But what about that chest in the front room?
Oh, we're not allowed to touch that.
Why not?
Because we're just students here. We're just studying under the master. We're not allowed to touch any of the artifacts.
Who's your master?
Marcos.
Marcos. Okay.
Yeah, Marcos Delphi.
All right.
Yeah, he's working on the summoning, and he's teaching us his ways so that when the great
Summoning of what?
we're not supposed to say the name because when we say the name, stuff happens.
Yes, I think we know the name.
If I show him the scrap of note with
He nods very vigorously.
Oh, I was gonna say I could think. Well, I think the name into his head.
Oh, he looks panicked and immediately starts looking around to see if the lightning and thunder has flashed.
Okay, so why do we not say his name?
Well, cause it makes all the stuff happen, and then he knows that we're here, and also it unlocks the windows, and the master really doesn't want the windows to unlock.
Why?
Security.
Quick question about the chess set. That's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with it or anything like that.
It's one of the family artifacts. We're not here. We are here to study the great eldritch knowledge of the one whose name we do not speak under the master. We do not touch the family artifacts. That's his deal.
Where is everyone now?
I don't know. Kira and I were working on our project, and we have been doing this for like 3 hours because we're supposed to present in the morning, and I'm getting a little stressed because it's not working out the way it's supposed to. And now we're definitely going to be behind because I'm going to have to hope that she wakes up in time to... Anyway, she's the one who's good at the math. I'm just good at the taking notes.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
See if I don't want to waste what little I can do. 19.
Nice.
19. This kid has pissed himself. He is scared out of his mind. He is telling you the absolute truth.
Oh.
He really does not want to die here today.
I'm gonna take one of the beakers and dump it on the floor.
What?
Okay.
What is,
You see him be like, oh, no. Okay. It's fine.
What are in these vials?
Elixirs?
do I recognize?
Did anyone else write down the name of the codex?
Yes.
Because I
Yeah.
can't read my own
The
handwriting.
Celestial Codex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
we're just
summons
fucking
extra
with-
player
What's your name
entities.
again, kid?
My God. My name's Xander.
Oh.
Any of these have healing properties?
That one. He points to one that's about halfway down the table. You look at it. It does resemble the color of a standard healing potion.
Is there more than one?
There's like 1.5.
Oh, perfect. Watch him. He goes over, grabs the 1.5, and he kind of doesn't believe the kid, and he gestures that way, and he pours one into the mouth of the girl on the floor.
The full one or the half one?
The half one.
I want to do that slowly.
Pick up the dissolving into
Do you take the gag off, or are you waterboarding her?
I'm
with
waterboarding her with healing potions.
I would
God.
intercept and take the gag off. I would just
halfway
assume.
through.
Yeah.
He doesn't remove the gag.
She wakes up with 1 hit point, and she just like opens her eyes and sees you guys standing there, and her eyes just get really big, and she's like, okay.
Hand over the mouth.
All right, so this is gonna be really simple, kid.
Okay.
What's the name of the codex again?
The Celestial Codex.
It's the Celestial Codex, like he said.
Oh, okay.
My hand is over her mouth.
Yeah, her eyes are just the size of her face. She's just like sitting there, like not even
It
trying.
makes
My-
no sense that it would be the Celestial Codex, so I'm actually trying to recall if there's a Celestial Codex that is...
Here's what's going to happen if you don't want to die today. That one is going to ask you questions. You're going to answer that one in your mind, and he's going to relay that to us. If you scream...
Well, I mean, I can't, but that's difficult.
What?
I can speak into people's minds.
But you can't hear them?
Well, it's difficult.
Devin, you suddenly hear in your mind, don't worry, I'll translate.
I can do that.
Answer in your head. Make a noise. You both die.
Cool. Where is the Celestial Codex?
There is a pause as clearly some brain shenanigans are occurring, and then you hear, I don't know, I assume Marcos keeps it with him.
Okay,
Which I will say into your head.
that's weird. Interesting. I feel like we're creating a whole mess of channels here, but anyway, fantastic. So where is Marcos right now?
Another long, extended pause.
Well, I preemptively think, isn't he upstairs? Oh, wait, I stop and look. 1 second.
He might be in his bedroom at this time of night, or he could be in the ritual rooms.
Rooms?
Yeah, I relate that.
There's a few places around the building where he does rituals.
Why multiple places?
I don't know. I'm only an apprentice. I haven't learned all the ways of the master yet.
Ask her to draw. Is there a way to draw him and only him out?
What's his typical routine? Does he have a typical routine?
Oh, these are getting complicated.
Honestly, don't know. He's supposed to check our work in the morning, but he might reschedule again. We've already gotten 3 extensions because he was busy. We're just trying to figure out this weird alchemical formula, and we're having a really bad time with it because it turns out we both suck at algebra. We're just trying to get through, like, a normal day. He's been doing some weird shit in the basement, but there's also the thing upstairs, and then sometimes he's, like, in the weird secret room, and I don't really know. He could be anywhere, man. He might be taking a nap. I'm not sure what his life is. He doesn't tell me anything.
No. I'm doing this word for word.
There's like a weird delay, and then it just like rushes.
Well, yeah, it's in bits too as I pause and
yeah.
Then, and the thing they're working on, do I recognize it?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana roll.
I'm kind of metagaming here. But...
No, give me an Arcana roll.
Oh yeah, that would be a 22.
Nice.
22. You look down at what they have been working on.
Do I know the solution?
You gonna help him?
You look at these vials that they were working at because thankfully, again, when Kira/Tracy fell onto the table, she did not shatter the vials. You think that the problem they had here was that they had almost the equations for 2 different potions, but were putting the wrong reagents into them. And if they would just switch them, one of them would become a potion of gaseous form and one of them would be an oil of slipperiness.
Oh, is that what they're... So I'll break, I'm sorry, but like, wait, were you trying to... Because if you moved this here, you get the potion of slipperiness, and if you were to swap these here... Shh! Is that what you were trying to do?
Long pause, and then you're. Am I allowed to talk now?
Well, just
yeah. No, we were trying to do the potion of gaseous form so that we could figure out how to like mass generate it.
Huh, yeah, well, you just got it mixed up.
On the floor, the guy just something's like. Just with that like realization of the exhausted college student who's suddenly like, oh my god, I just realized what I did wrong.
She gets a little jolt.
Okay.
All right, fine. 2 questions.
I'm going to... Oh, yeah.
How do we get to the basement? Is there anything in here that's gonna booby trap and kill us?
Okay. Gonna pull out the map.
Well, and the attic.
And the hook-handed person.
And the puddles of eyes and mouths.
Okay.
As you say the hook-handed, you definitely see Xander just be like,
Hey, kids. We're all gonna take a moment. We're gonna breathe, okay? Great, and breathe out too.
Oh, we doing deep breathing?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite things.
Okay, so you're gonna point out on this map where is you specifically, Xander,
Yeah,
since you had the great reaction. Where is this hook-handed thing? Let's start with that.
It does move around, but I will tell you the places that I have most recently heard about it being.
Okay, you're going to point on the map where it usually is. If Kira does not point to the same places, I will gut her.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Tamalak nods in approval.
Do I believe these folks that they're really gonna like murder people?
I mean,
I was gonna say, were you inciting your party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a similar... I want in on this.
Yeah.
Oh, that was almost an nat 20. Fuck. 9.
You guys are pretty sure they're gonna kill these people. They do not seem to be fucking around.
Okay.
Stuart is kind of like off to the side for not really participating in this.
It's a little discomforting.
Yeah, no, Stuart's just observing like, wow, okay, this got dark fast.
I mean, it's effective.
Yeah. Sorry, had to look at a map key.
These poor traumatized interns.
Xander.
They are trying to, summon a demon. So if you want to,
We are just trying to make potion.
It's a celestial codex, so I think that they're trying to summon something
That
celestial.
was not the question I asked.
Nope. He is going to point to 3 rooms
Never eat soggy waffles.
on the map.
Even if they're soggy with syrup?
And I'm going to see if there is even a convenient way for me to describe them.
Start by floor.
Yeah. He points to... On the first floor, he points to that weird box room that doesn't seem to have any doors.
Nice.
Okay, hook hand.
On... Sorry, I'm having to cross-reference two maps. Please forgive me while I flip pages.
No worries.
On the second floor, he points to the room in the or the northeastern corner that kind of almost looks like it has a little bed with two pillows on it.
Yep.
And on the third floor, he points to that largest room that is shaped like the state of Oklahoma toward the front. I hope you all at home are very much enjoying this. I might try to post the player map in our Discord later so that you can watch this episode back and try to figure out what the heck I'm talking about.
Join the Discord.
Join the Discord.
It is
Excellent.
not.
Join Discord.
It is not the one with the fat dog.
It is not the
Or
one
bathtub.
with
That's
the
a
fat
fact.
dog.
And they line up in
bathroom
where
has
they
stairs
point
And
there.
then you take it over. You
Easy
go to Kira.
access.
She points to the same three rooms.
You know, cultists are weird.
Really? What?
The
Cool.
basement.
Okay.
How did we get there?
So I see on the map there are some stairs to get to the basement from the
Sorry, I'm.
first floor in this corner.
Xander will also indicate that in the
Northeastern corner.
yes,
those are the
in the
stairs.
northeastern corner, there is a set of stairs. If you allow him to speak, he will tell you that that is a pantry, and the pantry leads to the wine cellar, and the wine cellar leads to the rest of the basement.
Okay.
He will also tell you that he has not been down to the basement very much. They all went down there for initiation on their first day. Initiation was a large PowerPoint presentation about the glories of the Eldritch being that they will be summoning at some point, and also sexual harassment training, because that's a mandated required part of...
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Not all cults are bad.
What is the most powerful spell you've seen Mr. Delphi cast?
And to the back of the book, we find
I
time
get a very
stop.
subjective answer, too.
Somebody in chat said page flip ASMR, and I'm like, yeah, sorry guys. Should have had this better referenced. What is the most powerful spell you have seen seen him cast? Sorry, hold on. I'm rereading this, and Xander and Gert kind of like they kind of like meet eyes. Like there's like they clearly cannot communicate to each other. So it's just like okay, and then he looks and he's he does this thing where like these like weird kind of like shadow tentacles come out of the ground and smack you around.
I thought you guys had sexual harassment training.
We did, but like you know how the bosses get away with a whole lot of stuff that like ground level employees aren't able to, right?
Do as I say, not as I do.
No.
Evars.
Evars.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Well, and then puddles with mouths and eyes.
Yeah. Puddles of eyes and mouths. Can you like give us any more information?
Can you illuminate my mind right now
Like
about what the hell that
What do they
means?
do?
I'm gonna be real honest. That particular description is not super clear. I have seen some bad, weird shit in this place, and I'm not sure what that means.
Okay. Great. Now this is a question for both of you.
Uh-huh.
You have seen some bad shit happen here. Why are you here?
Really good dental plan. Like, I cannot stress enough. The health insurance is amazing.
Have you unionized yet?
Oh, yeah. No, we're part of a local.
And you still summoning some evil shit.
Oh, yeah, they send new recruits when we get too low after we've fed too many to the beckoning void.
Wait, who pays for the dental plan?
Oh, do you want? I can get.
No.
I have it in my hands,
no,
but
no,
like
no.
in my back right pocket. Not trying to make it weird, but my card's in there if you wanna check the.
Tell me about the life insurance plan.
Oh yeah, no.
That's
Again,
a
back right
great
pocket. I'm just gonna pull out my wallet. There is nothing bad.
don't-
Okay.
I'm gonna go back there and
Yeah.
pull out the wallet.
He's actually talking. I'm not relaying any of this, right?
Yeah, no, he's actually talking about it.
That was sarcasm.
Oh, okay. Well, she's got it now, so if you want to know, it's in there. Yeah, you look. He's got a very good silver PPO plan with full dental, full vision. Actually, like a pretty decent copay and everything. You also find his Blockbuster card.
Oh wow,
and
this puts the era into perspective.
Yeah, and he's got 7 out of 8 punches for the local pizza place before he gets his free garlic sticks.
Take that.
Jeez, I'm eating out of a dumpster.
I'm gonna give that to Devin.
See, y'all could have joined the cult and the union.
I feel like this is better organized than the Golden Fall, honestly.
I mean, at least they know what they're serving right now. Anyway. Okay, we got the puddles. We got the hooks for hands.
I could just offer you like a free piece of information if that would help put me in your favor and not get us dead, because we'd really like to just.
Yeah, I don't
we
think we're
could
gonna
just go
kill you.
home.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Like we just like to go home. If you go over to the stargazing room, which is at the top of the tower, you might be able to talk to Zala.
Zolda?
Zala.
Zala.
Zala. Yeah.
Is that who we've heard?
No, I mean maybe she just talked to herself a lot. She used to be like this like pretty like milfy sorceress lady, and now she's like a weird extraplanar entity with one eye.
She sounds
She's still really
fascinating.
cool though.
Is she friendly?
I mean, yeah, she's pretty chill. Like, you know, maybe like knock if the door is closed. She doesn't really like being disrupted if she's like studying, but like she's usually pretty chill. We've had some really good talks about like stars and constellations and the meaning of life, and you know, she read my tea leaves once. Like, she's pretty cool.
Insight checks. Is he trying to set us up for something?
Go ahead, give me that insight check.
I want to know if Zala is actually cool.
Yeah, insight checks.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
I want to know if you can grant planar access.
10.
Okay, that'd be a 25.
You believe that Xander believes she's pretty cool. But again, like, this dude has a flavor saver and a Blockbuster card, so
And
take that with
described her as a milfy sorcerer.
He did just-
Used to be.
Yeah,
Now a one-eyed star being.
yeah.
I mean, that's hot.
You said dirty 20 and 25? So,
Ooh, star beings too, potentially connected to the Great Wanderer.
dirty 20. You absolutely think that he is trying to offer you this information in hopes that it'll, like, get him in a favor with you that he will not die. You don't think he's trying to set you up. You don't think he's clever enough to think of that at this point. 25. What he just described with the, like, you know, extraplanar being, whatever, like, he seems to truly believe it, and you don't get the impression that he's pulling that term out of nowhere. Like, someone has said this to him or explained this to him on some level. So, whatever his understanding of that is, seems like it could be true.
Tamalak grabs her and holds her up, and he's face to face, and he goes, "That was some pretty useful information. What can you provide? Is there anyone else in the house?"
Is she still gagged, or have you...
No, she's still got the gag on. This is a yes or no question.
Let me roll to see if she has anything else. She looks incredibly scared and like starts to nod but sort of hesitates.
All right.
Puts her
Kid,
down.
we're gonna pull that gag off. you're going to tell me the names
Oh, thank goodness.
of your student friends, as well as anybody else that may be necessary for us to know.
Have we closed the door behind us?
I would assume.
Through 2 doors.
I think Sloan is standing in the
I
doorway.
am still in the doorway. I have not entered the room.
I'm gonna just check to see if anyone, like, try and get some situational awareness really quick with realize I've been completely focused on these two.
With 2 of them at the door and 1 checking, he looks at Min and he kind of is like,
And I don't know if it'll be more of like a to make sure she understands who is remaining in the room with her.
Oh yeah, no, she's her eyes. She almost hasn't blinked this entire time. She's just like constantly looking between the two.
You should blink a couple times. They're starting to get a little dry. There we go. Names of your friends.
She immediately, just in like a pure like word vomit panic, is let's see. There's Emily and there's Mindy and there's Sam and there's David and there's
And they're
Keith
all
and-
here?
Not all right now. No. That's just look. We have a high turnover rate as people kind of like experiments blow up and then they don't make it or they disappear or Esquire takes them down because he's pissed at them or whatever. That's the hook-handed guy. Sorry, I didn't mean to withhold it. But yeah, his name's Esquire. And then let's see. There's the weird thing that lives in the student quarters with us in case we get into trouble. It's sort of
Student
like,
quarters, point on the map.
points to the southeastern rooms on the second floor. Yes. So the floor that you are on, the southeastern rooms. Yeah, there's like the workroom thing. And then there's the evil rug on the first floor that doesn't have a name, but we all avoid it. So we don't go in that room anymore. And then there's also the really horrible thing that just like won't stop making terrible noises that's down in one of the guest bedrooms. I don't remember which one because it sometimes switches between the two. I'm sorry, I don't know which one it's in today, but like sometimes it's in one, sometimes it's in the other, and then when it's not in the one, the other one that causes like a thing to happen where like the magic happens and the thunder and the lightning and the everything.
Which floor is that?
First floor.
Okay.
At some point, you would have just heard she would have heard the words like breathe in her head.
That was great. That was great, Kira. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm almost compelled to let these 2 live.
Almost.
I'm getting really uncomfortable with the talk of like killing people we're talking to. Like if we just, knock them out, that'd be.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. I should.
No, that's all right, Kira. I don't have a problem with you talking. There's nothing wrong with you talking. I appreciate all the information you've given us.
I signed up on a work study program. For an exchange student thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from down at the edge of Chult.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah, I just wanted to travel.
Where do you live?
You probably haven't heard of it. It's a really small village out on the outskirts of Chult.
Chult.
Yeah.
Outskirts of Chult, small village. What's your name?
Kira?
Kira. What's the town?
Kira, I don't think you should answer that question.
I have an idea.
Insurance.
I can put an alarm on this room, and if they try to leave before 8 hours, we will know.
So here's the thing. I like that. We're still going to gag and bound you because
Totally fine.
then
Yeah.
we don't want anybody knowing that we're
Nope.
here.
Super valid. Fully understand.
You leave, we know where you are.
Uh-huh.
You'll be crawling around the ground like a worm. And
Yep.
yeah, perfect.
No, that seems totally valid. I just, as sort of an apology and also kind of a thank you for not immediately outright murdering us, if you want, over in the corner, over there, if you open up that cupboard, there's like 3 or 4 more healing potions that we did yesterday, and there's that little vial on the far end of the table that's sort of like glowing red. That's a dose of assassin's blood poison. If you want to just take those and maybe please not use them on us.
I hope we don't have to.
We could just take a nap here for 8 hours.
Yeah. No, you seemed very overworked, so I think it would be a wise choice to do so.
Yeah, we had a lot of coffee.
Tamalak motions to Minwoo to go grab the items, and as he rebinds Kira, he pats her on the head. I'm still gonna need that town. And he goes over to bind Xavier as well.
Xander.
Xander.
He just
Arms behind, please.
Yep, absolutely. Do you want the up or down or the wherever you want? You can just
Down behind.
Okay, yep,
There we go.
Yep,
Perfect.
absolutely. 100%.
Well, kids, thank you so much. Really appreciate you taking the time to answer our questions very honestly. Kira, I also understand that from our little altercation, you are magically inclined, and I'm assuming the same for you, Xander.
A little bit, yeah, not a lot, just a little bit.
Okay, well, just don't leave the circle, okay?
Yep, nope, I'm pretty sure that we don't have anything that's gonna help us with that, even if we wanted to, which we really don't, honestly. You guys are the scariest people we've ever met, and that's including the guy that we work for who's trying to summon an extraplanar entity.
And we'll work on that. So thank you.
Okay.
All right, and I will usher people out the door so that way we can have a conversation away from them.
Yeah.
Tamalak is the last person to leave the door, and he waves at Kira. As he goes at that.
Sloan is gonna hear in their head, they don't need to work on that anymore. That was intense.
So much urine in that room.
Peel away from there. Just to reassure you guys, I wasn't going to do anything.
Yeah, I totally believe you.
Yeah.
100% believe you.
No. I actually have a little girl at home, so I don't. But, sometimes needing to get the information.
Sure, I believe you more than I believe you.
That's why he brought me along.
It helps sells the act. It's all an act for me.
Very good act.
I'm sure the
Bad
Golden
cop,
Vault
worse cop.
brought us along because they need a hero.
No.
Villain is what you need sometimes. Now, do we go up or down?
Well, the Star Child who can connect to the planes is...
Sounds fun, but not why we're here, is my vote.
But also might be of assistance.
2.
Celestial does sound like planes. Kind of. I mean, they're related in a way.
And this transformation sounds recent. They might have used the celestial...
Yeah.
Still codex.
Seems to be hot too, so
Yeah, I'm
Used to, so...
I'm thinking if there's a connection to the celestial planes, maybe she was summoned here and against her will and doesn't want to be
I
here and
wonder
could
if
help
that's
us.
why... Yeah, we should go look.
Big if.
As you all look at one another, contemplating where to make your next move and whether this extraplanar entity is hot or not, can you trust Xander's judgment? That is where we are going to end tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for being with us tonight for the first half of Reach for the Stars, the 3rd level module from Keys from the Golden Vault. But don't worry, if you loved this, or even if you didn't, we've got a full lineup of content coming for you soon. Tomorrow, we have another episode of the Redacted Reports dropping everywhere you get delightful podcasts. So if this was not yet enough eldritch horror for you, you can go listen to that and get some more eldritch horror in your life. We are going to be back with the second half of this next Tuesday. Of course, we have the Arena of the 5 E's coming on Saturday, April 15th at 2 p.m. That's different from our usual time, so tune in. And if you are a patron of our lovely channel here at Quest and Chaos, you will go to our Discord and see that we have posted information on how you can submit a character to be played at the Arena of the 5 E's. But of course, our biggest content drop that we have been hyping up, and you'll hopefully see more about in the Discord and on our social soon, is that starting next Monday, we will be airing our Spelljammer playthrough. Legends and Rings is DM'd by our very own James Aaron O. with a delightful cast of old and new faces. Hop in our Discord. There's a whole channel dedicated to it. Watch our socials because we're going to be teasing so much more about that. Tell your friends if you liked this. If you didn't like this, tell your friends about Spelljammer. They'll like it better. But thank you all for watching, for contributing bits, for contributing cards. We're going to do a quick After Dark before we all have to split to the 5 wins. If you want to hear what we talk about when the cameras aren't live, join our Patreon and you can get the After Dark content. But most of all, just thank you so much for being here, and we will see you all next time. Bye.